There was plenty of controversy in the Championship last night. It's QPR and West Brom drew 2-2 at Loftus Road. It was live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Now, the Baggies defender, Cedric Kipre, made an incredible save off the line in the second half. Now, Kipre used his hand to tip the ball over the bar to deny QPR midfielder Sandfield a certain goal. The officials failed to spot the clear handball. QPR were not awarded a penalty and Kipre stayed on the pitch. The QPR boss, Marty Cifuentes, spoke to Sky Sports after the game, refused to criticise the officials for failing to spot West Brom's obvious handball.
I saw that they were playing with two keepers for a second, so yeah. It's been some games that unfortunately some decisions has not been in our side, but we cannot control that. So to expect that achieve the target will depend on someone else than us, I think will be the wrong approach. We need to make sure that if today we had to play against two keepers, we need to make sure that we are better, and that's the way. So I will not complain now about refereeing because it's a very difficult job, and then I hope that hopefully there is another mistake because football is about mistakes as well. Hopefully it will be on our side just to balance a bit.
Now we've all seen it. It was all on the Drive Time WhatsApp group. And we all thought, I think it was Alex Palmer was a goalkeeper, we all thought that he'd tipped over the bar.
Yeah.
When you watch it back and you realise that...
It's a great save.
There was a handball from Kipre there.
Yeah.
You think, is that good defending? Is it cheating?
Well,
I mean, no one on the field went,
well,
wait.
Do you know what's mad? It was cheating because he's blatantly handballed and made the save, right?
Yeah.
The ball's going in. But the weird thing as well is none of the fans behind the goal scream. How has no one seen this? And when they show a great angle from like above.
Yes, right, above the goal.
Above the goal. But not only so much that, from like, so you can see it from the halfway line going that way, a little bit closer. And when you look at all the players are in shot. Not one person goes, oi, it's a pen, nothing.
Like the Maradona one, everybody went handball. I remember Terry Frederick ran back to the referee going, handball. No one's questioned it here.
But it's even when it was in real time when I saw it, I thought, what's all the fuss about? And then when they replayed it, I went, wow, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He's got away with that.
Now, I quite like the fact that that's happened, right?
And get on with it.
And he's got away with it and get on with it. I know that's awful. So the score, I think I'm right in saying that QPR were 2-1 down at the time, would have made it 2-2. The game ended 2-2. So in theory, you could argue that they would have got all 3 points.
Yeah.
And the fact that they drew the game means they would have gone up to 16th, but they're down in the relegation.
I think it's one of those. If I was a QPR fan, I'd be outraged.
We'll ask QPR fans to phone up, right? 03717223334. I just wonder if, because it's so pure, the Championship and lower league as well, I just wonder if you go, do you know what, as part of the game, I quite like that. I come out the ground with something to discuss.
Yeah.
That's so...
You're still seething, but I quite like the fact, and maybe again, because I'm not a QPR fan, I almost like the fact that it's like, well, that's gone now, just get on with it.
Yeah, so do I.
I quite like...
If you saw that in the Premier League, right? If Arsenal were denied a goal-scoring opportunity...
I'd be seething. But I think
if Harry Maguire, you're playing Man United,
yeah,
right? Last minute, ball comes, header. Let's just say, I know Jesus heads it. Harry Maguire sticks it out, and it looks like Onana's flipped it over the bar.
Yeah,
and then we see later on, wasn't given a penalty, but we see that Harry Maguire's pumped it over.
Yeah.
Well, how would you feel?
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. If I'm a QPR fan or an Arsenal fan and that happens, I'd be absolutely livid. But because I'm not a QPR fan,
I know, but
it's one of those you just go, you know what, it swings and roundabouts, and you get on with it.
Yeah, but does it not highlight the fact we need VAR?
No. I think it keeps it so exciting.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think it keeps it so exciting because we're talking about... We're not even really talking about the refs or the linesmen missing the situation because people. It's quite easy for the QPR people connected to the club to go, it's shocking. The referees didn't see it, the linesmen didn't see it. Well, none of your players saw it either.
Yeah. So do you know what? That's a great point you make, right? Because no one is saying the ref didn't see it.
No.
If it went to Stockley Park and they missed it, there'd be hell to play for.
Crucified.
Yeah.
But the fact that the QPR began, I can't believe the ref didn't see it, the linesman, when none of your players saw it either.
Yeah, and you didn't see it either.
No, exactly.
We'll take calls in it. So I'd love to hear from QPR fans what they genuinely feel about, not just that decision, but the fact that because that happened, it's because they don't have VAR.
Do you know what would be quite funny as well, is after that situation, and obviously it's gone for a corner, whatever, someone would have either ran down or phoned down to the bench and gone, that's handball.
Yeah.
And they've gone and looked at it, and then that's when they'd been like...
And someone would have been at the ground, got a text saying, you know that, what? Because you don't get replays at the ground.
But you sit there, they sit with the iPads now. It's one of those...
No, I'm talking about the fans, though.
Yeah.
You don't have there's no scoreboard, there's no screens at Loftus Road, is there?
Benny, Goldstein, unbelievable. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're good, man. You?
What's unbelievable, Tom?
Just the fact that I'm speaking to you both. First time caller, long time listener, listening to you boys every single day.
That's nice.
A lot of the talkSPORT shows, to be honest. And great to chat to you both.
Do you say one of your favourite or the favourite?
Oh yeah, definitely the favourite.
I thought that's what you said, Tom. Good work. What would you like to say, Tom? It's lovely to have you on the show.
Cheers. Yeah, so weirdly, I don't and didn't last night feel hugely hard done by the missed handball on the line. I was there last night. At the time, if I'm being totally honest, I thought it was an unbelievable save.
Me too.
I didn't see. Yeah. So I thought the keeper had got there. It was sort of mixed in the crowd. I mean, he was booed from that moment onwards. It sort of seems like it was depending on where you were sat.
Tom, can I ask? Sorry, you were there, right?
Yeah. Yes.
When did you find out it was a handball?
Well, there was a couple of people that were sat next to me. So I'd say a few minutes later, people just started talking amongst themselves. But like you say, there was no immediate reaction from the fans or the players on the pitch at the time. And we'd obviously been given a penalty for handball earlier on in the match. And like when that struck him, the whole crowd went handball. Like it was there was no question. Whereas with that, I think it was just a bit dubious. Like you couldn't really tell.
But let me ask you then. You've got the option now, right? To, on the back of that, to have VAR in the Championship, so you never have that problem again, or keep it as it is.
Keep it as it is, I reckon.
Yeah.
I know it's a bit of a tricky one, but yeah, I just think that you can't beat it. Like I listen to the show a lot. I know recently you've been talking about is the Championship, more exciting than the Champions League and all the rest of it. And to be honest, like you can't replace the atmosphere or the feeling that you get, as you guys know. Like if you're waiting for a VAR decision, and I mean. Listen, we've just beat Leicester away. We've got a point at home to West Brom last night. If you'd have told me last week we'd take 4 points from those two, I'd have bitten your hand off. So disappointing, but as I say, I left Loftus Road.
Do you know what, Tom, as well? It takes away that initial emotion, as you said there, because in the Premier League, you have to wait to make sure they check everything, the offside and all sorts. At least in the Championship, you look at the linesman, if he's running back towards the halfway line, you're jumping up, you're celebrating.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Tom, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Make sure it's the first of many calls.
Absolutely will. Yeah, it will be. And keep up the great work.
Thanks, man. Have a lovely day. There you go, Tom.
What a lovely call.
Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Very lucky, aren't we?
I mean, it's EFL as well. You lucky the EFL now. Norwich, how to get on? Here, mate.
Yeah, we had a man sent off. 1-0 up as well.
Was that part of the game? Oh, go on the Borough.
Martin's a QPR fan. Hello, Martin.
Hi, guys. You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Don't know if you heard the last caller, but he started off by saying how wonderful the show was and how lucky he was to speak to us.
Yeah, it is a great show. It's my favourite on talkSPORT.
I tell you what. No, you know what? That didn't sound convincing.
If that was in a court of law, that'd be thrown out, Martin. What would you like to say, Mark?
Yeah, I was actually I couldn't make the game last night, so I watched it from home. And yeah, I was going mental when I see that he handballed it. And the first thing that I did was text my mates in the ground to say that he's handballed it. But I still wouldn't want VAR anywhere near the Championship.
When you're watching it on the telly, how long after the incident did they realise it was a handball?
One of my mates texted me. He didn't realise till he saw my message when he left the ground.
No. You watched it on the telly, right?
Yeah.
So when it was live on the telly, when did they realise?
Well, yeah, they said they didn't know until they read my message after the game.
No. You see that the TV coverage. When did they realise it was handball?
The TV people, the commentator on the telly.
Yeah, they obviously a couple of replays.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
But
Martin, when you first saw it, Martin, did you think it was handball? Or did you think, he's made an unbelievable save?
Yeah, I thought it was a save, and then obviously the replay showed that Kipre handballed it, and then I was going absolutely mad in my front room.
Do you want VAR or not?
No chance.
It's great. Thank you for your call, mate. That's great, isn't it?
You said it
He's
earlier.
a QPR fan. It could have cost them 3 points. Yeah. Doesn't want it.
Yeah, and you said it earlier. It's the pureness. VAR is diluting the pureness of the game.
Yeah.
And the EFL Championship. That's why people love it.
But that's a nuts incident.
Yeah.
Right? But we love that. Right?
Yeah.
It's part of football, isn't it? That's what the people that are making these decisions don't realise.
VAR it's penalty and red card.
Yeah. And that's not what we want. We don't want the game to be perfect, do we?
No, we like mistakes.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.